Thank you. We are encountering a high volume of death from children and elderly people who purchase goods and food from what we call it our local spaza shops. Now, here are the problems. Do we have any recourse as consumers to purchase those goods, and those who found that the goods purchased are not of good quality? Now, here are the remedies. We have got the Consumer Protection Act 68 of 2008, equally with Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, which obviously governs the rights of the consumer within the country. In particular, when we encounter this type of ordeals. Now, one would ask, if one die or suffer any injustice or prejudice resulting from those, what you call it, fake goods or fake products, you need to take an appropriate action in a way of civil suit, or criminal case needs to be instituted against those people. In particular, here we are dealing with the seller of those particular items. We are not dealing primarily with the producers of the properties or items in questions, simply because we are dealing with a person or people who found in possession of those alleged products. So for that reason, one would always take appropriate action against the owner or the people who are selling those goods from our local spaza shops. So this is a very serious problem. Now, one will ask that if those people found to be selling those, what do you call it, illegal products. Now, the act itself has got some remedies wherein if one is charged and found guilty, the person might be fined to pay a fine, or found guilty and pay a fine, or be imprisonment for a period stipulated by the court of law. Now, the other question is that if we found that we talk about death, and obviously the person will be charged in terms of the Criminal Procedure Act for murder or whatever applicable charge which will be suitable in terms of the court proceedings, and the person will then be charged and found guilty appropriately by the court of law. Now, the other issue needs to be checked. Our government officials are taking charge and working very hard to ensure that there are labor inspectors around the country to regulate those spaza shops, to ensure that they minimize this type of problem. And of course, the government is trying its level best to ensure that they kept the problem to the lowest level, if not zero. But unfortunately, due to lack of resources, it's taking time. We, as members of the community, we need to assist and cooperate with government officials who are doing inspection to those particular shops in question, to ensure that they discharge their duties effectively without any problem. So I think it is our responsibility as members of the public to scrutinize those products when we purchase from time to time. First and foremost, you are guided to check whether those items in questions, they do depict the date for expiry date, and also check whether the product themselves were standardized. There are quite a number of regulators who are looking for products in the country to ensure that they pass the required standard to be consumed. So there are quite a number of what we call it, fake goods or counterfeit products which have never been standardized. So it is our responsibility as well to check whether those items we purchase from time to time, in particular to our local spaza shop or any other shop in the country, they depicted either expiry date, whether they're still consumable, or those products themselves, they've got a mark which indicates that these are products which were passed by those relevant authorities. Thank you.